I don't get it. So I'm doing a video on this, and I know that there's football stuff that's happened. So if you're a fan and you're asking who's he taking in the Super Bowl, Niners. Uh, Niners, I guess. I would love to see the Chiefs win it. It would be great to see that happen, but I guess Niners. That being said, what's news right now is what a Twitch streamer's doing. Now I understand that Twitch is a good source of income. Shauna, who's Nanalew, Nanalew, she stopped doing YouTube videos about a year ago. And she does Twitch streams, and she does very well on her Twitch streams. She's doing well for herself, and she's had her health issues along the way, but she's doing quite well. So I'm quite proud of her. And there are a number of good people on Twitch, and it's something that people have said. Oh, Shannon, you should upload some of your videos on Twitch. I'd rather not stretch myself thin. That being said, I do understand that Twitch is a useful service, and it's been good for mostly gamers. I'll say mostly gamers, although I know that's changed over the years as well. And it has its problems. There are drawbacks with Twitch. There are definitely some drawbacks. I've seen some bannings where I'm like, really, they banned them for that? Ooh, wow. Seriously? They banned them for that? So that does make me nervous, because it seems like it's pretty easy for that to happen. So this girl comes out, and it's the talk of the internet that she's mad because she's doing a stream and nobody's donating, and she wants, it's $5 a month, and she just starts cursing and swearing. Now, anybody else who may have been in the room with her should have been telling her to zip it. Seriously, if there are others in the room and there's production at all, you should be telling her knock it off. There's nothing that sounds worse than somebody who should know better beacon off about how people aren't supporting them. And it, as somebody who, I do YouTube as my job, that's how the bills get paid. I don't find myself feeling like I need to complain to people when revenues are down. Like, I straight up, because most YouTubers are, that in January your revenues are the lowest they're going to be. So on my main channel, my view counts are 10% higher than they were last month, and my revenue's 30% less, because that's how it works. And I really don't understand. And on some level, I would try, but here's my problem with it. Here's where I can't say anything nice about this situation. So I went to her Twitch channel, because of course I did, and she's got a little purple check mark. I don't have a check mark yet, YouTube. Hi, my name's Nicole. I'm 33 and live in Seattle. So right off the bat, she's 33. So you should know better than to whine about people not giving you money. I have two bunnies, Neville and Samba. Okay, I used to be a scientist, epidemiologist. I almost became an alt-writer, and she talks about how she was on alt-right, and she learned from streams that she shouldn't be, and I thought, so you're telling people you're weak-minded? And I don't say that as anything against alt-right or pro-alt-right. I say that because if you're admitting, oh, I had a belief system and then I talked to people and I realized that was wrong, talking to people on the internet isn't a way to change your belief system. It really shouldn't be. Now, at the same time, too many of us exist in our bubble and we don't talk to anybody outside the bubble, and that's a problem as well, where there's no talk between both sides. I've talked about that on the channel before. But it shouldn't come across as I changed my mind about how I felt about life and money and everything because I talked to people on the internet. God, no. That's how you lose all your money on the internet. And then she has a Discord server on here as well. She has her Twitter. I have a Discord server that I'm very happy with. And let's see. And she says, be a pal, just common sense stuff here. Don't hit on me. Be respectful of others. No spoilers, no backseating, etc. I'm sure there's more, so I'll yell at you if I see it. And then this is an English-only channel. And then it has a tip jar, and it says, give me your effing money. Now, normally, I would see that, and I'd go, she's kidding. But based on her flipping out during a stream, which has been all over the place, and what's $5? You can give me your $5. No. Now, I have a Patreon on my main channel, And there are people who bounce out of Patreon and people who subscribe for a month or two and then have to leave. And I don't have any problem with it, to the point where we have a Patreon only Discord server. And I know there are people who are a part of that Discord server who are no longer Patreons, and that's fine. They've been Patreons. I consider them to be, as much as you can be on the internet, consider them to be friends of mine. I'm not going to remove them from the server because maybe they're having financial troubles that month. What kind of a jerk am I if I'm going to remove them from the server? I'm sorry you're having a rough month, but it's not really my problem, so you've been taken off the server. And the error around this girl seems to be you'd be off the server. So, and I think the interesting thing to me about some online people, maybe this is where I come at it from a different point of view because I'm older, is that I don't assume anything. So if you're watching this video, thanks. If you're spending time out of your day to watch this, thanks. If you feel like sitting through an ad and watching it to support the channel, it's appreciated. If you don't, that's fine too. I understand. And that's my attitude towards all of it. So if people, are patrons, great. If they're not, okay, that's fine too. It's not something that I feel is the end of the world one way or the other, but maybe part of it is because when I came into this, I was making maybe 50 cents in a day, 25 cents in a day. I remember getting sort of mocked about it at my full-time job, like, much did you make today? Made $1.50. Oh, that'll pay the bills. Bet you're glad you went home and worked for hours on videos on the internet for that. But I did it knowing that eventually it could be something, and even if it didn't, that it was amazing and it was fun and it was something that was mine. So it was something that was mine at a time when I needed that in my life. And this girl on Twitch, it just comes across as very entitled. Very much like I'm sitting here, well, yeah, if you're doing a good stream, maybe you've got people who are lurkers that don't have the money, or maybe they don't feel like they should have to spend money to watch you, because you don't have to on Twitch. And I've got videos that I've made that I post to Patreon. So if you want to produce content exclusively for people, you can do that. You don't have to hassle people. We have live streams we do every Monday on my Patreon, and they're nice, relaxed, hangout type experiences, not unlike the way I'm doing this video. And when we do a live stream on the main channel, they're a little more hectic. They're kind of crazy, and you get everybody in them. And some people might be there just to be whatever, and some people are there to interact. And again, I just find it really, really odd that somebody would have a live stream running and then just start going off about whatever. It's sort of like those ones that they're running a live stream and then they go off to yell at their family, and it's like, what you're live, right? You understand you're live, right? So for me, I understand when I'm on camera and I'm doing a video, and that I can, if I don't like the take, I can start over. If I don't like something that happens during the video, I can start over. And if I'm live, I can't. And whatever is said, whatever happens, it's out there. So you've got to watch it. If you're frustrated with not getting donations during live stream, fine. Don't do it during the live stream. Don't come out and say, and I've never done it. I know when we do the live streams on the main channel and there's the super chats that come in, I don't pay much attention. I may look, my wife is normally feeding me the questions. I don't pay much attention to what the chat numbers are at. I ask her after. I'm like, so how did that one do? And she'll say it did really well. It did okay. And it, if it made $5, she'll go, I probably made $5. And I go, all right, well, that's fine, because then it's live on the channel. People can watch it anytime they want. And it gives them a feel for my personality and for what makes the channel work. Now, if you tune into this girl while she's mid-rant, and I'll link it in the description below because it's kind of funny, but if you watch when she's mid-rant and you've just tuned in, you get somebody who's just yelling at you because you're not giving them money. It's $5. Why don't I get $5? I don't know. And all I can think is, now, which Simpsons episode was it where I want $5? Why didn't... Lisa, why didn't I get $5? I want $5. And that's, or Pizza Hut, $5. That's what comes into my mind during that. So really, seriously, you're going to sit there and scream and yell about $5? I mean, think about it. Yes, Yes, if 20 people watching that chat gave her $5, that's $100. That's not bad for a live stream. But what if the people that are in the chat who aren't subscribers were thinking about it, and then you start beaking off? I don't get it. I don't understand. And maybe I don't understand the YouTuber thing as well as I think I do. And again, I know this is Twitch, but it's the same thing. It's live streaming, it's videos, it's being an online personality. And I've always felt like there's a certain level of decorum you should have with people on the internet. These people are taking their time, and I'm sorry if you don't understand that time is money, but it is. And when you're taking time out of your day to watch somebody's videos, you're taking time out of your day, and that should be appreciated. And I'm sure that this girl has merchandise. I'm sure that this girl has various revenue streams going. Most people on Twitch are very smart that way. I have some revenue streams, but not anything like what I have on YouTube. And really, in all honesty, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand. This is one of those things I'm not going to get, isn't it? I'm just not going to understand this. And she's not the only one. I'm sure there are others as well that complain and get all upset about how things are. I mean, like, I knew the revenue drop was coming in January, so I made sure that we're doing a trip next week to Disneyland. I uploaded the video on here with the kids finding out. We finally told them today because we don't want to give them too much notice because they drive us insane. But we have that trip, and then I have a trip to Vegas in March. That's all paid. Everything is paid already. I made sure while the YouTube revenues were better that everything got paid ahead of time, so I don't have to worry. So I don't have to stand here in January and panic and say, oh no, now what am I going to do? Hey guys, if you could give me $5, I'll dance for $5. No, I'm not. No, there's no dancing Patreon level either. I don't do little dances. I will say that when I get out of bed in the mornings now, with all the jogging I do on the treadmill here, I may start singing the old gray mare, she ain't what she used to be. And I mean myself, because, muscles and all that stuff as you get older, it's part of getting older. Again, I don't understand the sense of entitlement that's there, because once that comes in, once that ego comes in, and it's something that I do my best to never allow to get in there. Like I go to a hockey game on Thursday, or I went to a hockey game on Thursday. We're going to a hockey game next week as well. When I'm in a hockey game, people know who I am. They come over to see me. If they come over, like in Vegas, they come over to see me. There's no moment that I go, everybody knows who I am. This is great. This is fantastic. Oh, Arizona used me in their Instagram story? Of course they did. Of course they did. Because, kind of a big deal. Never. Never. And to me, some of these people who stream on the internet, I think that it does go to their heads. They do start to get this feeling like I'm a big deal. And as soon as that happens, you're screwed. These are the ones that come out a couple years later and they're crying and they're upset. An example of this to some extent is Emma Blackery. Emma Blackery, and I've talked about her in previous videos, I think she really took for granted what she had. And I think she just figured, I can throw whatever crap I want on the channel. It's my channel. And people will just support it. And if they don't like it, well, they can move on. So people moved on. And so she's trying to fix it. But at this point, I don't know that people trust her to fix it. Because every time she says, all right, I'm rebooting the channel, I'm redoing this, it doesn't work at all. So... and I think part of it is because she became part of this moment where her face showed up during a presentation for, I believe it was for Apple, for iPhone, for iTunes. And so her music started getting really popular, and I think it kind of was like, I can be a musical artist, I don't need to do YouTube anymore. And I think that was her plan, and then it didn't work out. It didn't really work out the way she wanted it to. And she kind of went, I appreciate you guys for making me a big deal. I'm a big deal now, so I'm going to go over here. I'm going to do this stuff. You guys can just stay back here, and I'll make videos about what a big deal I am. And if you guys don't like it, go find somewhere else to go. Like I remember when she stopped doing comedy videos, and she actually posted, well, if you don't like it, there's the door. So a bunch of people went, all right, I'm out of here. I don't get it. Like, for instance, this room is all hockey because I do hockey videos every day. There are days where I wake up and I go, man, I'd love to talk about what I watched in wrestling last night, but I have to talk about hockey first. I'd love to talk about the football games. I have to talk about hockey first. In this case, I'm talking about this because I figure it is timely, and I know this girl's going to take all kinds of flack, but she's not the only one. She is not the only person on Twitch or on YouTube that it definitely goes to their heads. Where I see interviews with them, I turn to Yvonne and go, hey, the way they're talking, I have the same job they do. Who do they think they are? And it's like, oh, but they've got over 1 million subscribers. And it's the same job. And honestly, just, you should be extreme. I am very thankful for everything that I have. I am very thankful for every subscriber, every view, every cent made. I'm blown away by it. I am absolutely floored at the amount of subscribers on the main channel and on this one. This one's got 11,000. I think that's insane. And I think there's a lot of entitlement. And in this case, the reason that I mentioned her age at the start of this is because at 33, you'd think she'd know better. The guys who are in their early 20s, the teenagers, your Danielle Cohn, who's 13. She's not 15, she's 13. So if you follow her on Instagram, you should hear sirens when you look at her pictures. And even at 15, come on. That's the thing I find funny too, is like, she's 15. Oh my God, are you serious? Dude, that's holy crap. But, it does go to people's heads. It will never go to mine. Because I really, in all honesty, I get this whole thing, and I understand that I am very, very fortunate. And this is a girl who I think doesn't understand how fortunate she is. She has so many subscribers on Twitch, and it just comes across as, give me your $5. I'm not giving you my $5. Give yourself $5. You're not getting my $5. It's one of those things where if you're reaching into your pocket and you're ready to give a tip to a waiter and you go, you know what, you've done a good job. I'm going to give you $20. And he goes, yeah, I don't accept anything less than $10. Oh, all right. Well, I'll put this 20 back then, and here's 5. So shut it. So that's the danger you have as well, is that when people are saying, oh, well, I might give to you, then when you have that off-putting attitude, people go, oh, screw this. I'm not going to bother then. It's dangerous. All right. Thank you guys so much. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I know that my subscriber base in general, a lot of them come over from the hockey channel, so it may not be something you guys are mostly aware of, especially the older gentlemen like myself. And I just wanted to provide what may be a different perspective than others, which is it's an entitlement thing. And she's not the only one. As much as she's getting attacked on social media, she's not the only one. She's just one of the dumber ones who's doing it on screen. I am sure there are plenty of streamers who, when that camera's off, are yelling and screaming about how they're not making enough money and they're not getting the support like they used to. It's like there are channels that will whine and complain about, oh, I don't make the money I used to and I don't get the views I used to. So I look up their numbers and I go, you're making way more than I am. How about you stop complaining? Because you're going to put more people off by complaining. But that's me. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you guys so much. And if you hit like and subscribe because you're browsing your way through, you happen upon this video, it's greatly appreciated. And if you don't, that's fine too. I also want to talk about Big Brother Canada's coming up, and it's going to debut at a time of year where I should be able to watch it with some regularity because hockey will be at playoff time. I should be able to catch up on Big Brother Canada, and I should be able to dedicate myself to going with that one the whole way through because when I did Big Brother videos, those actually turned out to be pretty popular, and I pay attention to that kind of stuff. And football's way over by then. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I'll talk to you again soon.